we need to invest in Indian higher education because all said and done, most young people in India will not be able to go abroad for higher education. Young people are uncertain about the future, they are opinionated, but they are also prepared to take risks.
They have a lot of problems, millions of thoughts going on parallelly in their mind.
If you get fever, if you get some other disease, you go to a doctor, that's exactly what depression is.
Hello and welcome to Shiksha.com. I am Deepak Singh with you. Today we are in OP Jindal Global University and interviewing the Vice Chancellor of the university, Professor Dr. C. Rajkumar. Professor, welcome to Shiksha.com. How do you feel education has shaped your life?
The most important thing that we can do in terms of investment is the investment in human development. And everything that my life has come through the kind of education that I've received, the kind of opportunities that I've received. And I also must say that this is one of the reasons why we need to invest in Indian higher education. Because all said and done, most young people in India will not be able to go abroad for higher education. That means we need to ensure that the Indian higher education system is beefed up significantly so that the opportunities that are available or should be available for our students are not taken away by any other organization, any other institution. I do believe that education can be transformative, not only from the standpoint of knowledge and expertise and skills, but also of character.
Does it also impact on the kind of persona you have or the persona?
Absolutely. And I think that's an area where education institutions need to be working harder. Schools tend to focus a lot on that as well. I think it impacts the personality of an individual, the holistic approach towards education. All of that will have a direct influence on the type of individual a person is.
What do you think are the major challenges being faced by students right now?
One of the things I notice is that, first of all, the post-COVID recovery has not been pleasant for students across the country and around the world. They have been far too long remained in front of television and computer. The normal social, cultural, and sporting life that one has been impacted adversely. Second, I think is young people are uncertain about the future. They are opinionated, but they are also prepared to take risks. And that's something which we should know that, unlike people from previous generations. But yet, it is also true that young people need mentors. They're looking for idols. They're looking for people to get inspiration from. And society need to have more idols who the young people can observe and absorb their values for them to achieve their fullest potential.
Your message to students in order to achieve their full potential?
So my message to students is that you are all in a very privileged situation when you have some of the finest and fantastic institutions in India offering high quality education. We are one such institution. What you need to be mindful of is that you are part of a global community of young people who are going to compete with each other. And that global competition is not just competition within your own school or your college or your locality or your state or even your country. It's about young people of the world at large. That means you need to be conscious of the competition on the one hand, but you need to be responsible for your actions as well. It's also true that you are in a position to shape the future. The big issues of our time, be it on climate change or environment or migration and other type of issues, you will have an opportunity. But your voice should and will matter when you are engaged in this. And that's the message I have, which is work hard and never hesitate to take risks as you look at the future.
They have a lot of problems. Millions of thoughts going on parallelly in their mind. Some students also fall prey to diseases like depression and all.
First of all, I would say be conscious of your own self and devote some time and attention to your own self. Be conscious of what impacts your own life, your work, your family, your children, your ecosystem. And don't hesitate to seek help. I mean, talking about depression, if you get fever, if you get some other disease, you go to a doctor, that's exactly what depression is. The social taboo associated with this type of disease undermines the possibility of the right intervention at the right time. That's why it's important to keep this in mind.
And are we tackling this here in the campus?
Oh, we have a very good, a center for wellness, and our counselors who are constantly engaging with students. We also have what is known as an online protocol it's called My Dost, which allows our students to be able to have this direct access with counselors and to be able to ask questions with them.
Generally, the humanities courses are not thought of, those courses which will fetch you well-to-do jobs or the well-paying jobs. What do you say on this?
Well, this has been a dramatic shift in this mindset. People have different understanding of what constitutes the study of humanities and social sciences. Our own experience is that our liberal arts students end up getting fantastic jobs in private sector and public sector and also education sector. We need to be conscious of the curriculum and provide good quality education, but I do believe the jobs will not disappear. There will be new jobs generated, and particularly when new areas of research interests are emerging.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your time, valuable time. It was a wonderful conversation with you.